Welcome back to the Signpulse Recap.
Today I will show you a disaster movie from 2020, titled Greenland. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. We see construction work being done on top of a massive building. Two men are talking about some delays. The one that's frustrated with the situation is the boss, John. Moments later, he's driving his car, listening to the radio about an interstellar comet that will fly by close to Earth. He arrives at a suburban neighborhood and walks up to a house, reluctant to go in. He enters a room where a woman is seen on a treadmill. That's Ally, his wife. They have an awkward conversation surrounding their child, Nathan, and his upcoming birthday party. The son arrives and is excited to see him. They go to his room and talk about a drawing he made of the coming comet, named Clark. As they're laying on the bed, it's revealed that the boy is a diabetic. They talk about John's separation from his mom. Later, the three of them are in a living room listening to the news about the comet. The interstellar body is moving fast toward Earth and is made up of many pieces of ice trailing behind it. That night, he's seen moving back in the house, taking a guest room. The next morning, a dad is listening to the news about the comet again. They're saying that pieces of the comet will fall on Earth, but that there's no reason to worry. While he's cleaning the grill for the upcoming party, Ally walks in and tells him that he needs to go to the store to pick up a few things. He takes his son with him, and while still at the parking lot, everyone is looking up at the sky. They see the comet approaching. Inside the store, as they are shopping, John gets a presidential alert on his phone and then an automated call. No one else in the store is getting the same alert. He is informed that him, along with his wife and his son, are chosen for emergency shelter relocation. The same alert is shown in the house TV, but Ally doesn't see it. John quickly leaves the store with his son. As they're driving home, he sees military vehicles and planes going the other way. When they arrive home, the people have already gathered for the party. John goes to talk to Ally in the kitchen and asks her if she got the same alert. She dismisses him, thinking it's just a test, but he tells her about the military he saw on the way, suspicious about what's happening with the comet. Both of them come back to the living room, where everyone is watching the news, expecting to see a part of the comet hitting the Atlantic Ocean. No one is worried as an image of the fragment is shown on the TV screen, and the kids start counting down. When they reach to one, waiting to see the splash in the ocean, nothing happens for a moment. There's a little earthquake and John walks out of the house. He sees a flock of birds flying away, when suddenly a massive shockwave hits him over, felt inside the house as well. He comes back in and everyone is scared, still listening to the news. The newscaster announces that the piece has impacted a city in Florida with a shockwave that was felt for thousands of miles. The city was completely destroyed. As an orbital shot of the comet hitting is being shown on the news, the people wonder if more pieces will hit the planet. John gets another presidential alert. The call plays on both his phone and the TV, so everyone can see what the message says. None of the others are getting the same message, which states that John can't take anyone else to the shelter, except his family. He gets a security code to enter the plane on his phone. The others leave in a panic. John and Ally are packing, worried if they'll have enough insulin for the boy. The child asks about his grandpa. Ally is preparing food and listening to the terrifying news, as John goes to get Nathan, who says that the sky is on fire. Pulling out of the driveway, they see that none of their friends got the same call. One of them tells the family that the news is reporting that a huge piece of the comet, called Planet Killer, will hit the Earth in 2 days. As they are leaving, another neighbor runs to them, begging to take their daughter. John refuses and they drive off, arguing in the car that even if they did take her, she might have been turned away at the airbase. Later, as they are driving, people are seen already looting the stores. Suddenly, they drive up to a massive traffic jam on the highway and John goes the other way, taking a side road. They're listening to the news on the radio, saying that there have been more impacts than others are expected, which might take out entire cities or even cause an extinction-level event. They arrive at the airbase, being guarded by the military. People are gathered around the doors because they're not being allowed in. The family pushes through the crowd and is allowed entrance with the barcode they received. Once inside, they are given wristbands for personal identification and are told to move all their things into one smaller bag. Suddenly, they realize the insulin for Nathan is gone and John goes to take it from the car. Ally goes to tell the soldiers about her husband, but tells them about the boy's diabetes and causes a problem. She's taken to a superior officer that informs her that someone with a chronic condition can't be on the plane. Ally tries to reason with her, but she gets turned down. She and her son get escorted out of the base. Meanwhile, John comes back and is headed toward the planes looking for them, unaware of what is happening. John boards one of the planes that's about to take off and tries to reach Ally, but can't. One of the passengers there sees the insulin and tells him about the rules regarding chronic illnesses. John panics and asks to leave the plane. Suddenly, the base gets breached and the people start shooting toward the military. The plane that John was existing has a fuel leak, so he tells everyone to get out and runs away. The plane explodes and causes a chain reaction. John finds out about his family being rejected, as the two of them are already back at the car. Nathan is already low on insulin. The chaos in front of the base continues, so John takes a while to get back at the car too. Once there, he finds a message from Ally that she's taking Nathan to her dad's place, so John goes after them. On the road there, Ally and the boy get to a pharmacy. She checks his blood sugar and they go to find insulin for him. Suddenly a gang walks inside and starts shooting, killing people all around. They manage to escape it.